Hello and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I am making a traveller's insert on my own. So I am using some free printables from Traci Reed. It's called Here Comes the Sun and they're completely free. You just have to give your email and it kind of shows you the steps to go through, and I'll put a link in the description. So I've just printed these out onto A4 paper, which is the size of paper we have here in the UK, and it is the same height on the length way as a traveller's notebook insert is. So I've just gone down and trimmed the pages to just over 8.5 inches the other way, and then as you can see now I'm just trimming the edges to make sure that they are actually all the same height. I don't know what I'd done. So now I just wanted to go and pick out a couple more papers because I thought it was going to be a bit thin and I like a bulky traveller's notebook insert. So I just went through some Hobbycraft paper pads I had as they were A4 and picked out a couple more. So as you can see I'm just folding. So a couple of the Traci Reed inner pages I printed two. She has traveller's notebook pages in the kit, so I just put two next to each other and printed it out and then cut it, keeping them the same. So now you can see that I'm going through and poking holes through. I don't have a pokey tool, so this is a bit difficult for me. I'm literally just using a needle, and as you can see I'm trying all different ways to try and make sure that it goes. So what I ended up doing was just pressing as hard as I could on the centre ones, then picking them up and properly going through the page one by one, and then further down where it hadn't even got an imprint I just put another one over the top and just did it again. So here you can see I'm threading them through one at a time, and you could see what I meant by I printed two on the same page. So I just am now sewing. So I've just basically looked up a YouTube tutorial for the best way to do this. I'm just basically going in, out, weaving so that the thread is on one side, skipping over the middle hole, doing the bottom, then coming back up and tying a knot in the middle one. And I've left some little strings just because I don't want the knot to come undone and the whole traveller's notebook to come undone. I will leave a link in the description to a tutorial that I followed for that. So now I'm struggling to find the best way to trim the edges, because they were, obviously when you fold them in, the inner pages extend further than the outer pages. So I try using my trimmer, but there's too many pages. I try using craft knife, but I don't have a proper craft mat and it was too hard to go through. So the craft knife basically made an indent, and I could go through with my scissors then and see exactly what needed chopping off, and I just found that was the easiest way to do it. So now I'm just flipping through, and you can see that heart design is on one side of the page and this stripe is on the other, because I just basically printed off traveller's notebook inserts, that's another one, from the Traci Reed pack that just put them together where the fold would be. So here you can just see I'm flipping through and showing you all of the different patterns and how it works. Obviously if you printed double-sided or had double-sided papers, then you wouldn't have the blank side, but I really like the looks of having a pattern paper on one side and a blank page on the other, so I've just left it like that. Obviously my printer can do A4 prints borderless, so that's how I was able to get it to look so good. So now I am just showing you a couple of the layouts that I made using the insert, since I thought it'd be quite fun just to include. So this is just kind of going to be when I want to craft on the sofa and I don't really care what I'm talking about, but just little things. So here I'm just talking about all the snacks we keep buying and having, because it's the only highlight while we've been in lockdown. And then these were just some extra photos I had, so I'm going to be using this. If I accidentally print off photos twice, I'm just going to stick them in here. These photos are from September when we went to Aysgarth Falls, which is up north in England, and they're really pretty. Kind of it's not a waterfall, but it's little steps where the water goes down. It was mine and my boyfriend's 4-year anniversary, so I had this random picture of us from when we went to Cornwall in the summer, and I just thought it'd be a nice picture to include. I tried doing cursive handwriting, but it just made my spelling absolutely awful. I really like how it looks though, and I really want to improve my cursive handwriting, but I feel like because my hand's going faster than my brain can think, I can't think of what letter's next, and I just put a random squiggle. So this one, I then used some mixed media. I painted black gesso on the right hand side, sprayed some gold and silver, which is just acrylic paint mixed with some water and some spray bottles I got from Hobbycraft. And then I've just lettered and embellished with some Rosie Studio embellishments. So if you have any questions about anything, please let me know down below. If you'd like an in-depth tutorial as to how I made the Traveller's Notebooks, I'm more than happy to do that. And if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and leave me a comment down below letting me know which of these spreads you liked the best.